Money isn't the root of all evil. I don't even think the love of money is the root of all evil. Evil people are the root of all evil. Money is just an amplifier. If you're poor and a bad person, you get rich, you'll be a bad person. If you're a good person and you're poor and you get rich, you can still be a good person. Okay, the potential for you to be evil may have increased and you may be able to do more evil because you're richer. But that doesn't mean you necessarily by default just become evil and you had to get there through evil means. This is a limiting belief. Poverty consciousness is something that our enemies have put into the minds of the people to limit their power. Because money is power in many ways. And if you are insanely rich, you have the capacity to do more good in some ways. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be rich to do good, but you can have the capacity to do more. I've often joked how easy this would all be if I had Bill Gates level wealth. Like, if I just had all of that money, this whole fight against evil would be a lot fucking easier, I tell you that. But anyway, how do I know that money isn't the root of all evil? I've lived with super rich people. During my time in Australia, I've stayed on the same property, I've stayed in the same house as multi-millionaires, and I can tell you that they're not all evil people. I've also been robbed by broke chavs who had absolutely nothing. So what does that tell you? The richest person I've ever met, I was staying at this place in Australia, and it was beautiful, beautiful. And this guy, he was the main one I dealt with, yeah? He had a business, setting up parties, we'd do all this cool shit. And his wife was never really there, but she was the billionaire, apparently. That's what the other people said to me, and judging by the property I was staying on, yeah, I could believe it. I could believe it. And just the mysteriousness of this whole place. I could talk a lot about that place. But anyway, the time I did actually get to meet her, apart from just a passing hello, she invited everyone on the property for a dinner party. We all went round there, you know, and we sat on the fucking floor, man. Think, this woman's a billionaire, she has more money than she could ever spend ever. We all sat on the floor. How humble is that? I mean, she did everyone's human design chart, and she was really cool, you know? So I can't say how she got her wealth. Maybe she's super evil in the background, I don't know. But from my actual first-hand experience of a super rich person, like super rich, they were cool. And the people that are just multi-millionaires, which is still a lot of fucking money, have been some of the most generous people I've ever met. So I just want to put that out there because I think it's a very limiting belief to believe that all rich people have to be evil. And it's exactly what our enemies want to believe. They want us to stay poor and not be able to have too much of an influence in this world in terms of what you can do with money because it helps their agenda. Literally, it benefits our enemies to instill in the population a hatred of money and to think that money corrupts, money's evil, the love of money's evil. I mean, why wouldn't you just love money like you'd loved eating dinner tonight or drinking a glass of water or just all of the other things you can love in this world? It doesn't have to be you have to hate money. I do believe that's a limiting belief. So the love of money isn't evil. Evil people are evil.